That sounds perfect.
Beautiful. Well, do you mind just telling me and everyone a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Thomas Nordquist. I am 20 years old from Omaha, Nebraska. I just started racing about a year ago. It's been a pretty steep um, journey so far, and it's been a really fun one, really a memorable one.
Yeah. And let's get into sort of your background and everything. So, you've come from a family with a strong motorsport heritage, with your great grandfather and your grandfather being involved in racing. Has that really influenced your passion and your drive to become a driver or like someone just super important in motorsport?
Yeah, I mean, I would say so. Of course, they kind of went with the more dirt track, drag racing type of racing. But yeah, it definitely got me into kind of all sorts of motorsports and really kind of fueled my passion for wanting to go faster.
Yeah, and have they spoken words to you like over your sort of, I guess, upbringing through karting and everything? Like, have any words or quotes really stuck with you that your grandparents have told you?
Not really. So I never got to do karting. I started last year with the Skip Barber series, just doing like practice days and stuff, and then hopping into their series. So I haven't really had a ton of quotes thrown at me from them so far, but hopefully some will come soon.
Yeah, definitely. And so you've spoken really highly about your experience at Skip Barber. What made it stand out to, I guess, any other competition or just any other, I guess, racing series in general?
It was a really good feel of like a kind of like a family. A lot of different coaching, a lot of different opportunities to meet new people and kind of get other perspectives from, guys that have raced other series and stuff. And then, like I said, like I never did any karting, so they pretty much taught me everything I've known, about kind of like racecraft and racing in general.
Yeah. And so what excited you most about competing in this season? Because it was your first season, wasn't it? Like a full season this year, wasn't it?
Yep. Yeah, yeah, just being able to get on the track, being able to, fulfill that kind of bucket list item of getting to race a car. It kind of surprised me with the um progression that I made from the beginning of the year to the end. But it was a ton of fun being able to meet all those other racers and being able to, get a drive on all those tracks and really help myself grow.
And how's the relationship with your team and teammates? Because, like you've said, you haven't done any racing or karting previously. Was that a real big jump for you?
Yeah, I'd say so. Growing up, I played basketball and football for most of my life, so I kind of had a feel for, like having teammates and, being a part of a team. But it was definitely a different type of team that I got to experience.
Yeah, definitely. And let's go now onto like on-track experiences. How would you describe your racing style? Are you more of like an aggressive driver or just one that's sort of really patient and just looks at what's happening in front of you and behind you?
I'd say kind of a mix of both. I am a kind of patient driver, I look for the openings and stuff. I'm not trying to force anything. Um, but when there is, a gap or kind of a place to make a move, I'll be aggressive with it.
Yeah, definitely. And are you competing next season with them as well?
So I'm in the Academy Winter Series right now, and then I'll be
Yeah.
running the USF Juniors for next season.
Okay, amazing. And what specific skills are you hoping to improve or really master during that next step in your career?
I would just say kind of building my racecraft and, just getting more comfortable with the car and kind of um, being able to just build my confidence with, racing and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And okay, going into some philanthropy and personal growth work. So, You've done some work over in Tanzania, which is really inspiring. What lessons did you take from that experience, and how has it shaped your perspective as both a racer and just an individual?
Really just I'd say just don't take anything for granted. Yeah, being able to help all those people out, kind of helped myself out in a sense. It really opened my eyes to like a whole new part of the world. And just getting to meet all those fantastic people. We'll be going back over there in March for the grand opening of that. And yeah, it's gonna be great to see everyone again.
Yeah, absolutely. And going more into your personal life, how did you like manage sort of racing this year, then obviously your mission work overseas and then being a student at uni? How did you find time for all of it?
It was definitely tough. My days are pretty packed right now, especially. Yeah, just trying to, you know, be pretty good at time management and try not to procrastinate too much, even though I'm not very good at that. But yeah,
Yeah, definitely. And do you have any sort of goals that you want to see yourself like achieve in the next year, 5 years, or 10 years at all? Like, where do you want to see yourself?
I'd say for this upcoming season, uh, get a couple podiums. If a win, that'd be great. 5 years from now, hopefully be in USF Pro, if not Indy NXT. Um, 10 years from now, I'd say IndyCar. Yeah, just trying to better myself every year and see how far I can take myself.
Yeah, absolutely. And did you have like, I guess, a role model or inspiration, like a driver or just a family member or someone that's really just pushed you to just continue with everything?
Um, Outside of racing, my dad, he's been a really big inspiration, kind of uh, helping me stay motivated and keep me pushing every step of the way. In racing, I'd say probably Max Verstappen, just out of sheer skill that he has. Kind of matches somewhat of my driving style, so it's cool to, be able to, see what he does and then try and implement that into my racecraft.
Yeah, absolutely. Did we just watch the last race recently?
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Good result, I guess, for a Max fan then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now let's do some fun questions. Do you have a dream track or event at all that you would absolutely die to participate or race in at all?
Dream track, probably Monaco, just for, being able to say that you got to race on the streets of Monaco. Um, Event, probably Indy 500.
Yep. Yeah, okay.
Either that or 24 hours Le Mans.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Hmm.
If you could go head to head against any driver in motorsport history, who would you choose and why?
Um, Probably have to say Max Verstappen again. Not saying it's going to be close by any means, but it would just be really cool to, be able to battle him.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you have any pre-race rituals or at all, like a big breakfast or a specific Spotify playlist that you have to listen to?
Uh, Not specifically. I try not to eat too big of a breakfast before a race. But I'll have my bucked up pre-workout. Um, and then I'll usually just listen to random music, just, kind of keep myself chilled out and ready to go.
And do we have an artist or a song that's sort of been on your playlist the entire time before all your races or anything?
Um, I don't know about artists, but for like genre maybe, just really any country music kind of keeps me, calm and helps me kind of stay in the zone.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely need to stay calm. And besides racing, do you have any other off-track interests at all?
Um, I'm in college right now for business administration, so I'm not a huge fan of going to school, but it's definitely some subjects in there that I do enjoy. Working out, work out a couple times a day usually. Just kind of like a uh relaxing place for me, I guess. Just keeps me, healthy, of course, and uh keeps me motivated.
Yeah, definitely. And do you have a dream car at all that you wish to own one day?
I'd have to say the Ferrari F40.
Yep.
Um, I've just always loved the way they look, the way they drive, the way they sound, everything about them.
No, they're a good car. It's my dream car as well. But unfortunately, in Australia weather, they will not run because they will overheat and explode. But yeah. And okay, I love this question, and everyone's sort of similar with it. But if you could own your own F1 team, who would be the car? So, what car would you have that's currently on the grid? Team principal can be current, doesn't can be current, doesn't have to be current. Two drivers that are currently on the grid, and then one reserve driver. But we'll make an exception for Daniel Ricciardo if you wanted to say Danny himself.
For car, I'd probably have to say the McLaren this year. It's just seemed like an absolute missile on the track. Team principal, probably have to go Christian Horner or maybe Total Wolf. Um, for drivers, probably Max Verstappen, and I feel like you got to say Fernando Alonso with that one.
Yeah. And
And then for
reserve.
I think as an American, it'd be wrong to not go with Logan Sargent.
Definitely, we can have Logan there. But yeah, so that would be your dream team.
I think so, yeah.
And where would you want them to sort of achieve in the first year of running if it were to happen?
Um, Obviously, you gotta say top three at least.
Yeah. Alrighty. And I know you do a lot of sim racing as well. Um, does that also contribute to yourself as a driver? And do you have a favorite like race track on your simulator at all?
I'd say it definitely contributes. Definitely helps me kind of learn the tracks. It's not the best for, break zones and um, obviously like G-force and the feel of the car, but definitely to, get some visual sights on the track and makes it a little bit less kind of, nerve-wracking going into like a new track. Favorite setup, probably me and a couple friends have been running Nuremberg with the Mercedes F1 car, so that one's been tough, but it's been fun.
And just before we finish up, do you have like a motto or a mindset that keeps you like motivated through the highs and lows every day? I guess juggling school, juggling mission trips, and then obviously racing as well.
Um, Probably just take any open door that's thrown at you. You never really know where they're going to lead you. For example, a year ago today, I was in college doing landscaping, and now I'm on the road to IndyCar just because of a couple random doors that got thrown my way. So, always keep a open mind and open heart.
Absolutely. Well, that is all the questions I have for you today. I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule and everything to have this interview with me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me.